Hello and welcome to Herald TV News at 3 with me, Tasleem. Is the government pushing the anti-conversion law due to failure to deliver on economy and development? Is the BJP-led state attempting to polarize the political and societal landscape by intruding into personal space such as religion? What data does the government have based on which it saw the need for an anti-conversion law? Watch the full debate on anti-conversion law exclusively on Herald TV.
Why is the BJP government trying to push an anti-conversion law in Goa? Is the BJP pushing the anti-conversion law due to failure to deliver on economy and development? Is the BJP instead attempting to polarize the political and societal landscape? BJP says they are against forced conversions and a specific law is required to prevent forced conversion since there is no such law in the constitution. Critics ask, if this is the case, where are the statistics to show conversions and why there is no dialogue before such a law is legislated?
First of all, any law to be made, you require empirical studies. How many conversions are taking place? How many are forced? What is the reason? No such study has been made. So on what is this law is being based? First. Second, we have got the constitutional right to freedom of conscience, to express, to practice, to express and to propagate. And then the state which wishes to interfere in these affairs of conscience is simply entering into a ground which is not its own.
But how come all of a sudden the chief minister felt after the election, once he became the chief minister, that there is a need here? Has he come forward with such data to the public? You are chief minister of the state, you are representative of the people of Goa. From what you gathered that there is a necessity here, that first government should clarify. And this data should be kept in front of the public. There should be debate and discussion. What is required, how it is required, why it is required, and how we can do it.
Now these laws are coming precisely because the government has failed to deliver on economics front. So what they are now trying to further polarize the people. Let us look at what happened in Goa. Before the elections, the chief minister announces that we will reconstruct demolished temples. Set aside rupees 20 crores for that. And now we have this suddenly, this Joan and Dominic issue.
Yes.
Now this is a pattern. To me it appears that BJP is convinced that it has failed to deliver on the economic and development front, therefore polarize further. Now as father had said, what about the data? See, the data is very much available. The Christian population, see, this is directed largely against the Christians because the conversion sort of is against Christians. There's hardly any conversion into Islam. So in 1951 census, the percentage of Christians to the general population was 2.3. 2011, it is still 2.3. So where is the conversion?
Forcible conversion cannot happen.
See, the whole problem is not a forcible conversion. This is a forcible attempt to prevent conversions. That is the law. The law is to prevent forcibly prevent conversions. See, the government has to, if there are conversions, the community whose people are converting must first identify why people are converting.
There were complaints filed at the police station based on which this action was taken. So,
Let's go beyond
whatever
this.
action has been taken on record, which you all have bought, media has got to the people. This is got to the people by the media. You all have reported it. That there were complaints filed in police station as regards some incidents which have precipitated into FIRs. And based on that, whoever has been arrested or whatever action has been taken. Number two.
Let's go beyond this.
BJP, please understand, BJP at the center under Prime Minister Modi is in his second term. Okay? As far as Goa is concerned, it is in its third consecutive term. Earlier also, BJP was in power in Goa. Earlier also, in the center also BJP was there. So, please understand, just 5-6 days back, the central government has released figures where India has appeared as the prime investment destination in the world.
Yatish, can we just stick to the conversion part?
Why I'm telling you? Because Dotor made a statement that your attention is not on economy and you are wanting to polarize. Please understand.
Okay.
As far
You are
as
responding to
economy is
that point.
concerned,
Okay.
as far as economy is concerned, economy is a area where lot of attention is being paid.
4 members of an interstate gang have been arrested for stealing money from senior citizens' ATM accounts. The modus operandi was to get ATM card and PIN numbers under the guise of helping them in withdrawing the money. Action by North Goa Police team led by Superintendent of Police Shobit Saxena, DYSP Jivva Dalvi and MAPSA Police Inspector Paresh Naik led to the arrest of the accused.
4 members of an interstate gang arrested for stealing money of senior citizens. They are accused of stealing money from their ATM accounts. The modus operandi was to get ATM cards and PIN numbers of senior citizens. Then the gang, in the name of helping them, would withdraw the money and escape. Coordinated action by SP Shobit Saxena, DYSP Jivva Dalvi and MAPSA Police Inspector Paresh Naik led to the arrest of the accused. Asmita Polji for Herald TV.
With the inaugural date of Mopa International Airport coming closer, Transport Minister Mohan Gudino has once again clarified that even as Mopa Airport will be inaugurated, there will be no issues for Daboli Airport. Goa can become a trading hub and the government is working in that direction, he said. With competition between the Airport Authority of India and a private player, there is bound to be lowering of airport charges that will benefit the travellers, said Gudino.
Travellers to benefit from the competition arising between Mopa and Dabolim Airport. Transport Minister Mohan Gudino clarified that as Mopa Airport will be inaugurated, there will be no issues for Dabolim Airport. Goa can become a trading hub and the government is working in that direction, he said.
I think very clearly there is an agreement signed between all the stakeholders that after Mopa becomes a reality, Dabolim will continue, and I don't see any reason why Dabolim will not function as a normal airport. And by a study carried out by various agencies, the growth in air traffic is only going to increase in a very big way. As the growth in air traffic is there, naturally you need more flights, you need space for aircraft to be parked, other allied services. I think with Mopa coming up, you will have a lot of these things happening, and there is enough traffic for Dabolim as well as the privately run airport, which is going to be Mopa. This is the Airport Authority of India airport, and since that is going to be also a cargo hub in a big way, that is Mopa, I think we should make efforts to really build it into one. Like in the industry sector, I want to have logistics as an industry being built up systematically in a big way. Goa can become a trading hub. We have to work in that direction, and I think our government is working in that direction, wherein you will have people coming, both landing at Dabolim, both landing also at Mopa, and they will decide between themselves. Ultimately, competition is always good. Ultimately, whatever they charge, like airport charges, handling of different air services, when there is competition between a private player and airport authority, there is bound to be a lowering of the charges, which will benefit the end flyer, and this is going to be a win-win situation for everyone. Maybe initially for any new thing to come, there are certain teething problems. It is whether the chicken came first or the egg came first. Now with Mopa coming up, we have seen the highway developing. We have a broad highway. Distances are not going to be a problem. People will have the choice of landing in Dabolim or landing in Mopa. That is what we have to give us. On the contrary, the coming up of Mopa is indicative of the tremendous emphasis on growth, on good projects, good infrastructure being built in the state of Goa.
Kiran Borkar for Herald TV.
We leave no stone unturned to get the concerns of the people and the issues they want to raise. It's your voice on your platform, Herald TV. Today we raise some of the issues that plague fishermen in Goa. Is the government doing enough to support fishermen? Are the problems big and small finally going to force fishermen to leave their profession due to tough ordeal? Hear them out on Street Voices.
We leave no stone unturned to get to the concerns of the people and the issues they want to raise. It's your voice on your platform, Herald TV. What are the problems that torture fishermen? Fishermen want the government to clean beaches of the glass pieces. Fishermen want vigilance and patrolling on beaches. They don't want the marine projects to affect their occupation.
ट्रॉलर व्हडले पळय ट्रॉलर येता तांकां सरकारान तेंचेर नोट करचो कित्याक ते नुस्तेमान ते बरें बरें नुस्तेमान ते वता आनी आमकां ते आमच्या पळय कोण कोस्टल आहा ते एरियाक आमकां ते नुस्तें मेळना सो हांव सरकारा कडेन मागतां तांकां जाता तितले कितले फेदम तांकां थिंगा भायर दिवचें आनी आमकां पळय जें पळय सिजनाक पळय नुस्तें पळय मेळटालें तें आतां जाय तें कमी जालां हें सरकाराक हांव विचारून कोत्ता कित्याक हे भायले बोट येता आनी ते कडेन खंयचो तरेचो मार आहा तो मार ते पळय बिडींग पळय कोत्ता तें नुस्तें तें मार उडयता आनी आमकां सिजन वायज आमकां तें नुस्तें मेळना तो सरकारान हे बोटी बंद करच्यो भायल्यो तांकां भायले एरिया दिवचो क्लिनींग पळय आहा बोतल्यो फोडटा आनी कितें फोडटा ती बीच ही मिरामार आयगोम टू मिरामार ही बीच क्लीन करची कित्याक आमी आमचे पळय ड्रॅग नेट पळय आमी ओडटा ते रांपणे आमकां आमच्या मान्यांक पांयांक हें लागता बोटली लागता कोण इंजर्ड जाता आनी आमच्या माने आमकां उणें जाता तो सरकारान हे बिचीचेर चड मनीस घालून ही बीच ही सारकी क्लीन दवरची कित्याक एर तर आतां प्रायक तर हें मारीत नोदर मारीत सगळे खंयचे जो जावं आमच्या पणजेचो खंयच्या नदीचो येता कचरो पडटा सो ही बीच चड आनी चड तुमी लीप दवरची कित्याक बीच लीप दवरता तितलें आमकां नुस्तें सुबेज जावपाक शकता आनी लोकांक पोल्युशनूय जायना ताका लागून हांव सरकाराक मागता मातसो हे बीच क्लिनींग पळय आहा ते तुमी सारकी क्लीन करची ती मातसो हांव ट्युरिजम मिनिस्टरा कडेन मागता मातसो दवरचो प्रायचेर आनी न्हू ते वस्तू जाता हिंगा कोणाचे हिंगा हें लासता कोणा हें करता कित्याक हांव पेट्रोलिंगाक जायते पाटी आमी तांकां सगळ्यांक दिलेलें ते पेट्रोलिंगाक येता तेणी आमकां हिंगा नदर कोण उजो घालता कोण आनी कितें करता हेका सरकारान मातसो शेडूक रावचें कित्याक हांव मागता आमच्या गोंयच्या पुलिसां कडेन कित्याक ते जायते पाटी हिंगा येवन वयता बट तांकां तें सांपडना म्हूण हिंगा तेणी दोर दिवचो 4 व्हिलर खंयचीय गाडी हिंगा प्रायेक येवची न्ही कित्याक तांकां रोड दिलेलो आहा.
Shagun Gowde for Herald TV.
Vasco Railway Police arrested 24-year-old Shivanand Chauhan for impersonation as a travelling ticket examiner. Chauhan, a resident of Nofra and a native of Karnataka, was arrested after leaving in the Vasco Jasidi Express train from Vasco railway station. Police recovered a slip book and an ID card from the accused. The accused would ironically issue slips and collect fines from passengers travelling without a ticket. The accused is arrested under IPC sections 419 and 420.
Vasco Railway Police arrest 24-year-old Shivanand Chauhan for impersonating as a travelling ticket examiner. Chauhan, a native of Karnataka, was arrested after leaving in the Vasco Jashid Express train from Vasco railway station. The accused would ironically issue slips and collect fines from passengers travelling without a ticket.
Issue is that today Rohit Gopal Sharan Dixit, Sub-Inspector of Railway Protection for their lodges complaint. That today they have apprehended one person by name Shivanand Chauhan in the morning at 5:30 actually. That person was found impersonating himself to be as a traveling TT examiner, and he used to board in the railway train, and he used to verify the tickets of the passenger. And when the passenger used to be without the ticket, he used to issue him some slips and used to collect money from them. The person has been arrested. He's been arrested under section in crime number registered at Vasco Railway Police Station under section 419 and 420 of Indian Penal Code.
So any objects have been recovered from him, any items?
One slip book has been attached from his instance, and one I-card has been attached from his instance.
Sir, he is a resident of...
He is a resident of Nofra, a native of Karnataka.
Kiran Borkar for Herald TV.
In a major tragedy, at least 7 people were charred to death after a Hyderabad-bound sleeper bus caught fire in the early hours of Friday in Kalaburgi district of Karnataka. All the deceased persons hail from Hyderabad, according to sources.
7 dead as Goa-Hyderabad bus catches fire in Karnataka. According to police sources, 22 passengers managed to escape from the bus that was completely cracked due to fire. The injured have been shifted to various hospitals in Kalaburgi and are undergoing treatment. In a major tragedy, at least 7 people were declared dead after a Hyderabad-bound sleeper bus caught fire in the early morning on Friday in Kalaburgi district of Karnataka. All the deceased persons hail from Hyderabad, according to sources. Accordingly, 12 passengers were injured and have been shifted to a hospital in the district. The fire was following an accident between the bus and the tempo tracks. The bus was carrying 29 passengers from Goa to Hyderabad. According to the police sources, 22 passengers managed to escape from the bus that was completely burned due to fire. The injured have been shifted to various hospitals in the district and are undergoing treatment. This is Shagun Gowde for Herald TV.
Team Herald met fishermen in Benaulim and listened to their grievances and got a glimpse of the many problems they face. From being bogged down financially due to inadequate fuel subsidy being offered to them, to not having enough space and facilities to repair their boats and nets, these fishermen question why the government is not doing enough for them. They warn that the situation is so bleak that many have given up fishing altogether. Wedged between the problems they face at sea and the problems they face ashore, the traditional fishermen, popularly known as Ramponkas, venture out into the sea every single day as they try to eke out a living despite the many odds stacked against them.
Team Herald met fishermen in Benaulim and listened to their grievances and got a glimpse of the many problems they face. They warn that the situation is so bleak that many have given up fishing altogether.
सीजन आमगे मरे ओद बर गेलो ओद वाईट गेलो तो दोन कारणा गेलो फाटी श्रीलंका देशी तुफान येले आनी आमकां 2.5 म्हयने सुमार वयर रावपा पडले कित्याक आमगेले ट्रेडिशनल बोट त्यो आनी ते हेजे आम मातशे माल पडले आनी दुसरे म्हणटे जेन्ना ह्यो मालपोयच्यो आनी कारवारच्यो बोट येताय त्यो आम सारक्यो स्वता येताय त्यो खाली 100 मेत्रां येन गोळ घाताय स्पीड बोटिंग कोताय टॉलर माताय ताली आहा ती मानवताय आनी आमकां गव्हर्मेंटा फोन केले आमकां आदार जाल ना आत देखून लास्ट टायम हांवें मुगे भावानी कोलवा क्रिस्ट्यो म्हणून 2 गव्हर्मेंटाक बोट दिल्ल्यो आतीन 2 8 दिल्ल्यो आमगे बोट यूज करून सो आम गव्हर्मेंटाक मागिल्लें तुमी फास्ट बोट घेयाय आनी तांकां दवराय म्हूण एसेंब्ली नुकू पॉयंट येयलो पूण आजून पासून आतां 8 म्हयने जाले होबरे आमकां आदार जाल ना सो आतां 2 म्हयने बँड आसतना गव्हर्मेंटान एसो एक स्पीड बोट 10 बोट घेवन आतां गोंयच बेल्टा 2 हे ट्रेडिशनल नुस्त्याकारां हारीबा सांबाळचे आनी तेंची मजत करूंक हांव गव्हर्मेंटाक मागोता आतां गव्हर्मेंट BJP आयकोळे न्यू येयलो आहा ते कोळे आमगे आयकताय म्हूण आमी मागणें कोताय.
आतां फिशींग बॅन आसतना भायल्यो बोटी येताय
सद्या फिशींग बोट बँड आसतना ते 2 म्हयने नाय पूण 2 म्हयने काबार जालो म्हणटो ते आयको येताय सो त्या टायमा म्हाका गव्हर्मेंटालो आमकां आदार जावं.
Carsten Miranda and Aditya Bidre for Herald TV.
Vasco police have arrested 20-year-old Jafar Kadri, native of UP, for kidnapping a 14-year-old minor girl from Dabolim. Vasco police rescued the victim. The absconding accused was nabbed in Navi Mumbai. Vasco Police Inspector Kapil Naik said that the incident occurred in the wee hours of 30th May and the father registered a complaint at the Vasco Police Station.
20-year-old arrested for kidnapping a minor girl from Dabolim. Vasco Police registered a case under Section 363 IPC and Section 8 of Goa Children's Act. Vasco Police sent a team to Mumbai and with the assistance of local police they nabbed the accused.
Yesterday we arrested one Jafar Muhammad Kadri. He is about 23 years. He is a native of UP for kidnapping one 14-year minor girl from Dabolim. So one incident took place on 30th May of kidnapping. In this, the father of the minor girl had given the complaint for kidnapping her minor daughter in the wee hours of morning of 30th May by some unknown person. So in this connection, we registered the crime under Section 363 IPC and Section 8 of Goa Children's Act, and we started our investigation. So in this case, we carried out the investigation, and during the investigation, it was revealed that one Jafar Muhammad had kidnapped a minor daughter of the complainant. So we were in search of the accused, and for this, we have formed a team for the investigation. So during the investigation, due to the technical assistance and from our reliable sources, we came to know that the said Jafar Muhammad is presently in Navi Mumbai. So accordingly, our team headed by PSI Rohan Nageshkar left to Bombay at Kopar Khairan police station, and with the assistance of the Kopar Khairan police station, we took the search on the concerned place where we got his location, and we managed to nab the accused along with the victim, and we rescued the victim. So presently we brought the accused, detained and brought the accused at Vasco police station and placed him under arrest in this crime, and our further investigation is in progress.
Any section, sir?
No, presently we have applied Section 363 and Section 8. So after the medical examination of the victim girl, we will see whether we have to apply any other.
Kiran Borkar for Herald TV.
Police arrested security guard Sanjay Varak with drugs at the Kolwale jail premises. The 28-year-old resident of Ibrahimpur, Perne, Goa was found with drugs intended to be supplied to a prisoner. According to a raid was conducted by a team of PSI Mandar Parab, during which accused person was found in possession of ganja weighing 208 grams and 7 grams of cocaine, all worth rupees 1,04,000. The accused was working as a security guard for GSRDC and posted at Kolwale jail.
Kolwale police arrested security guard Sanjay Varak with drugs at jail premises. The 28-year-old resident of Ibrahimpur, Perne, Goa was supplying drugs to a prisoner. Further accused person was arrested under Sections 20, subsection B2A of the NDPS Act. Bureau Report, Herald TV.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on O Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.